Architecture is often called frozen music. Both architecture and music have a rhythm, a harmony, structure, and flow. Now, how do you suppose the house of a musician would be like? Would it be frozen music? Legendary singer and composer Shankar Mahadevan has shared a part of his holiday home on Asian Paints Where the Heart Is. Today, I'm going to be reviewing it to check whether he hit the right notes with his home design. For those of you who are new here, I'm Monica Khosla Bhargava, founder and principal architect of KHAM Consultants, an architecture and interior design firm. Before we get into the reaction, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course, the original video is linked below for you to check out.
It doesn't depend on the size of the house. I think it is on how big your heart is.
Our hearts are, I don't know, at least we feel that they are big and large enough. And we're always open.
And I think we are the happiest when we are together. And that thing extends into our, invitation to people coming in, and we share that happiness. Hi, this is Shankar Mahadevan. You're watching Asian Paints Where the Heart Is. Welcome to my home. Oh, you guys are already here. Welcome to my home. Chalo.
Even before we enter the house, I can get the relaxed vibe of a holiday home. The maestro chilling with his golden retriever on a bench in front of the house. The stone wall seems as if it's been created in rubble work, which means that it's not clad with stone, but made with stone blocks or boulders, which are bound in mortar, which gives it this irregular effect. Also, this steel bench, it really stands out in front of the stone wall, as well as it blends with the outside landscape. By the way, the reason why garden benches or outdoor furniture is painted green is so that it can blend with the greenery. And this piece, it's like a beautifully curated wrought iron piece. All the four motifs seem different. They have different details, like different haircuts to the same musical line. I also think that these leather finished granite steps, they really add to the rustic feel of this place. What's this? Do you notice these white spots at the edge of the wall and the skirting? Probably this house has been suffering from termite. So if you get the anti-termite treatment done, then these spores through which they drill the chemical in show up. So it's best to get your anti-termite treatment done pre-construction.
I'll show you all. Come. So this is the living space. Yeah, I mean, where do you get high ceilings like this in the city? That was a fantasy which Sangeeta, my wife, and me always had. We should have, whenever we build a holiday home, we need a hall room which has got a high ceiling. For me, sonically also, you're always, you hear that reverb? Yeah.
This is a very interesting aspect of an enclosed space that Shankar Mahadevan has brought up, the reverberation of sound, or the reverb. This is the persistence of sound which is caused by the multiple reflections of sound waves in a room because of the way sound decays and is slowly absorbed over time by people, furniture, air. Now, in spaces like, say, auditorium or theaters, where sound is an important criteria, very special architectural consideration is given to design this effect for the intended quality of the sound. One more thing I'd like to point out here. When there is an abundance of greenery surrounding a house, then one can avoid using foliage or floral patterns on the curtains. The planes and the neutrals, they help you to focus on the natural scenery outside rather than becoming a subject by themselves.
So that reverb attracts me, And as you can see, we have got a lot of seating over here. Simply because we are people's people. We love friends coming over, whether it's my friends, Sangeeta's friends, my kids. There are people all the time and you need a lot of seating for that. So that's why, all the seating over here. There is a fear amongst people that, I should not have colors in my house, too many colors, it may be too loud, it may be, too striking. I think it's a great idea to experiment. Look at the combination of colors that we've used and it's worked, it's worked. It makes you feel happy over here. The same thing is with music. You have to go all out for it. You should not have inhibitions, you should go all out. It may work, you may fall flat on your face, but that risk you should be ready to take. And that's what we just said, let's go all out, let's have colors in our house.
Color is clearly an important feature in this house. The colors, they are warm, bold and earthy, very welcoming like the Mahadevan family. I love this turmeric color on the walls and the cane chairs and the rattan sofa. They go very well with the organic vibe of the place. An architect's canvas is huge. The surface of the walls, they occupy a large area, and if you're using a vibrant color, then you need to balance the colors on the furniture. So I personally wouldn't repeat the yellow on the sofa. Maybe an olive would be very restful.
Because we are colorful people and I think it worked. I used to live in a 500 square feet house in a small suburb called Chembur. We used to have music mehfils which used to start at 9 o'clock in the night and go on till 7 in the morning. We've had food, no place to sit, no place to stand. But it's just the joy, those moments, we can never ever forget those moments. So I don't think that the amount of square feet you have, the number of square feet equals, the number of people coming to your house. That's not important. I think if you have it in your mind, it can happen even in a small house or even in a big house like this.
Geetam, Vadyam, Nrityam, the three components of Sangeet. Stairs create a rhythm in a house design, and here they've been accentuated by these tiles on the risers. Also, this is being balanced by the dominant Kathakali dancer on the wall. And of course, the Geet is walking up the stairs. What is disturbing this composition is the staircase railing. It's vertical bars with those motifs in between. It's really distracting the eye from the details on the steps. Also notice this edge of the switchboard plate. It's got a touch of paint on it. Now this usually happens if the switchboard plates are not properly covered during a repaint job. Now this being a holiday home, maybe Shankar and Sangeeta couldn't monitor the job, which is a problem with the maintenance of a home away from home. But clearly, this is a place to chill. Don't miss that billiards table.
Okay, so we're going to our bedroom. Chalo. Part of my family, this is Honey, that's Kiwi. They come, sometimes they chew the furniture, chew the cushions. In fact, at night they come and sleep on our bed. Once the lights are off, they know they have to come on the bed. But it's perfectly okay, because what is the point in having a house that doesn't get transformed to a home?
This 4-poster carved bed is setting the tone of the room as classic. Complementing this vibe is the fuchsia and beige color combination. Further combined with the pistachio table, it creates a classic color scheme. So the traditional color scheme for a master bedroom in India used to be the maroon, cream and gold. And this fuchsia, beige, pista color scheme is soon replacing it. I feel if a little more of the pistachio would have been repeated, and these orange tones eliminated, it would have enhanced this color scheme, and it would have also brought in a coolness to the room. Now, with a bold color scheme like this, if you also have a patterned floor, then the rugs and the walls need to go neutral and in solid colors. So I would add a solid colored rug beneath the bed and also eliminate the border on the wall.
It gets transformed to a home only when, all the people, including these two darlings, they feel comfortable and happy. Come on, come on. Come. Chicken. Building this place brick by brick. It was a dream, which I always shared with somebody, and it wouldn't have been complete without my dear wife, Sangeeta, who's my childhood sweetheart. So that's her, that's my wife Sangeeta.
Hi.
Every single tile, every single piece of cloth, every paint, every color has been chosen by us together. This is an example of how we have built our life together, small things put together, and then we kind of constructed our life, isn't it?
Yeah, for us, we always want to have our family, our friends, extended family, the friends, everybody come and stay with us, spend good amount of time. The whole idea that we wanted it that way, that the house has enough rooms.
We have enough space to chill, both of us.
Of course, yeah. That is, so we have our corners here, we have the gazebo, and then we have the riverside where
Gazebos and tree houses are a great way of enjoying a natural surrounding. They are generally created with local natural materials. Here it seems to be wood. There are wood shingles on the roof, beautifully carved chettinad columns, and there are some logwood railings to this space. In Bengal, where I am based, the gazebos generally have a thatched roof, and I must share that the sound of rain on a thatched roof is pure music.
mornings we just take our green tea and he takes his coffee, I take my green tea, and we sit and just chill and listen to the sound of the water flowing. Chal, I'm going, you continue with your thing. Don't embarrass me.
Okay. So the story is not done yet. This place is, set against nature, as you can see, and I want to tell you a lot. Why tell you? I'll show you only. Now come, let's go.
Look at the contrast. The classic carved wood dining chairs with those smart metal bar stools. Mismatched chairs are really trending at the moment. It's like if I like the classic vibe and I have classic furniture in my house, and then I come across these really chic bar stools. I don't have to think, oh, I have classic furniture, it's not going to blend with them. We can easily blend different furniture styles.
So this is what it is. The entire house, you can call it the back side, but I would call it the front side because this is the main side. It overlooks this beautiful flowing stream or a mini river or whatever you can call it. This is something that you can never ever get in a city. You can possibly get a lake, you can get a pond, but you'll never get a flowing river like this. It's nice to just take a break from, from music so that you can think about music. You know what I mean? You need to step back a little bit. You have to go away from music so that you can start thinking afresh. So the sound of the water, just hear the water.
Ultimate luxury, to live by the sound of a gushing river. Water and its sound has an extremely calming effect on you. Almost all public architecture incorporates water in its design in the way of fountains, a lake, or a water body. Even private houses like to have a small fountain, a tiny lily pool in the garden. If nothing else, an orly with water and some flower petals. Everything about this river edge is mesmerizing other than this green gate. Its brick patterned iron grille and these vertical bars with the spirals in between, they seem such a force-fitted design. The brick patterned iron grille is very safe because even with a very slim bar size, it's not so easy to break in, which you could do with vertical bars. I'm sure this is needed for security, but as you mentioned, Shankar, this is the front of your house. And when you replace this gate, I would also recommend that you use a shade of green, which would blend in better with the wilderness.
You hear that? So this is something that I look forward to. We just come here, sit, not even play music, just listen to this water and get inspired. And from this, you can start hearing notes. You can start hearing melodies. You can start hearing new tunes and new songs. So this is what inspires me. Siddharth, Shivam, come.
Yeah, I'll sit.
You know what is the greatest blessing? The greatest blessing is for an artist to have both the kids perform, sing, create music with me. And then sitting in the studio when three of us are working together on stage. A very weird thing for me is when I go on stage and I say that, the next song I'm going to sing is a song which is sung by my son. That's a very rare thing. Normally a son says that, ye mere father ne gaya tha, ye mere father ka gana hai. But for me, it's a blessing when I say that this is a song sung by my son and I'll sing it for you.
This home, the farm home, is called Sahana. When we reached that age when we were going to get married and we started thinking about children, right from the beginning.
Much before we got married,
Yeah, so then we said, okay, ladka hoga, so it's going to be Siddharth. And if it's a girl, she has to be Sahana, because Sahana is also a beautiful rag, is what. And the name, we really like the name. So we said, chalo, ladki nahi, to ghar ko hi naam rak dete.
And it's a beautiful raga also. That's Sahana Rag.
I must say, Shankar Mahadevan hit some very authentic notes with the design of Sahana. Firstly, he has a marvelous place in a beautiful natural setting. It's an old place. You can make out from the design of the parapet wall on the terrace, and he and his wife have done it up not as a place to impress, but as a place to relax with family and friends. It is warm, comfortable and welcoming. The passion for life and the ethnic is oozing out of every corner. It's obvious that this exuberance sometimes overwhelms the design, and I've already brought out those aspects. And if you think that my review of the house helped you to understand this space better from an architecture and interior design point of view, then press the like button and drop a comment below. See you next time.